Hey guys, this is Shane and welcome to my Curator of the Lost channel. Today I'm talking about book lots, and the reason I'm talking about book lots is because I just scored a great set of books and I wanted to show you what I found, what I got, but I also thought, okay, it's a good opportunity to revisit this topic and just to give a few pointers, especially if somebody's new to the selling game, or you just haven't really thought about putting a lot of books together in a lot, and what the benefits of that could be, okay? So before I jump in, I'll say thanks. Thanks for channel support, the views, the comments. I always like the comments. I love to hear other perspectives on things, and I think it helps everyone out, right? I think just as a community of sellers. So look forward to that. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and you guys keep watching. I'll keep doing this, and we'll see what happens. So let me show you what I got. I was in my library, and I just come in the door and I looked there, and the one shelves of like youth books. There's this whole shelf and a half. They looked like all the same books. And I'm like, that is a series. Let me check it out. So I went over and there were a bunch, and it's like, it was a bunch of books, and they're all Nancy Drew mysteries. Okay. So these are from the 80s. They're the paperback ones. You can see the publisher there. Classic books. This Nancy Drew mysteries, there were like 175 in the series. And of course, this is only 68 of them. And, Nancy's always getting into something. She's pretty, yeah, you can see you look at the attire there, you get the classic 80s look. So the library was normally selling these for 50 cents each, but they had a sign that said buy one get one, so they made them 25 cents each. So I start counting them up. There were 68 of them, so that's like 17 bucks. And then these paperbacks from the 80s like this, they'll sell between $1 and $3 each when you bundle them together, depending on the size of the bundle. So I think I can at least get $2 each for them, maybe a little more. So that's a sales price of 135, 140 bucks if I can get that. I think I'll probably start them around there and see what happens. Even if I have to bring it down, I can still make 50 or 60 bucks off this one deal pretty quick, but I think I can make over 100 bucks on this. So my first, I guess that's what I found. Great find. And so I guess my first tip or first thought when you're looking at these is always be out on the lookout for things in mass, for quantity. Because I have a contention that anything in quantity at the right price is a good candidate to make money on eBay, right? And that's the key. You need quantity, and you need them at the right price, because these books like this, and all series are not going to be like this, but books like this individually are not going to be very profitable for the time, at least for me. I don't, you're not going to sell these individually. Somebody might be missing just one, and they would pay $4 or $5 for it. But the best thing on something like this is to lot them together. But so always be on the lookout, and if you can get them at the right price, in this case 25 cents each, it gives you a lot of meat on the bone to get a deal for a lot. Because some people, sometimes when you lot things together, people some of that is a little bit of a bargain pricing, right? Now the exception to that, and something, if there's a series, you can get that whole series, and then you can command a higher price because it's complete. Like I said, these Nancy Drews, the mysteries, there's like 175 in the series. So, and I had read that there's like 650 Nancy Drew books, from since the 1930s. But the Nancy Drew mystery series, there's like 175, and this will just be 68 of those. So just be on the lookout for mass and quantity, okay? Make sure you can get things at the right price, and then you have a candidate to sell things that's a lot, okay? I will say that one thing I'll say that is a good tip, when you're selling lots of things like this together, lots of lots, always think about your shipping before you do your listing. Think about how you're going to box it. If you need a special box or a big box, look at should it go in 2 boxes? I like to consider that shipping before I do my listing, so I don't get surprised at the end by weight, or having to do 2 boxes, or having all of a sudden it sells and I have to go get a specialty box or go buy a box or something. So I just say before you list it, decide how you're gonna ship it, look at your box, make sure it all fits. You could even, you know, put them there and have it, you know, ready for your storage. So that is one point. When you have lots of books like this, one thing you can do is use your saran wrap, just your cling wrap. They sell this stuff at, you get the grocery store brands, because I don't do enough of these to warrant. You can go to Home Depot or something and get the ones on the handle, right? But I don't know if you watch Mel on Back from Burnout, she uses cling wrap a lot. I think she probably uses the more industrial kind, but you know, you can bundle them together and you could actually go ahead and have it sitting there in the box ready to go. I think the downside of lots, if you're thinking about getting into this, can be space, right? This is, you know, I've got like 4 stacks of these, right? So it can start to take up space, and that's probably is one downside. I guess the other point is on making a lot. Again, you can do this you can do it by author. You can do this by genre, like science fiction or mystery. My favorite way to do it is as a series. Find a series and be able to put a whole lot of books from the series. And if you can complete that series, again, it'll command a higher price. So anyway, that's it. That's what I found. Just some reminders on how to do book lots. You know, it's really just keep your eye out for them. Make sure you get them at the right price. Always consider your shipping. And if you're missing 1 or 2 to complete the series, it can be worth getting those so that you can command the full series price. So anyway, see cool, buy cool. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.